were just talking about you maybe a couple months ago because we had a hashtag called Worst First Date. And our very own Questlove sent a tweet out and he said, had dinner with Rosario Dawson. Let Mos Def and his three bros crash the party. Mos casually ordered her a $500 birthday cake. It wasn't her birthday. 6 more people crashed. Bill was $1,400. I didn't have $1,400. Worst first date and last first date. Do you remember this date?
Was that a date?
It was a dinner.
It was a dinner? No,
whoa, wait a minute. Wait, why are you trying to play me?
You know what it is? We're so New York. Well, I'm New York, obviously.
It was a dinner.
It's a thing of like, I feel like
Wait, you totally backpedaled so fast. He's like, oh, it's a dinner. You're the one who said it was a date.
No, it's like it's the Love Jones kind of like era where like we hung out and maybe there was like something there, but we were not explicit about it, so it was hard to even know. Maybe because it was also, if it was a date, there was like 10 dudes on it. Like I didn't know. Like,
it's like the Bachelorettes, yeah.
You're like, no, but,
hey,
no, but
who did you give the rose to? Did you get a rose?
No, I got the bill.
No, you got the bill. You didn't get a rose. He gave him the bill. That's fantastic.
You know, but we stayed friends.
Okay, good.
So that's
all right.
the most important part.
Yeah. Look at you blushing.
I'm blushing.
Speaking of dating, though, you're both blushing.
I love you so much.
Speaking of dating, you're dating Senator Cory Booker.
Yeah, he's here. He's in the green room.
Oh, cool. How fun is that?
Yeah, it's really fun.
That's pretty cool. What is, I know he dropped out of the race for president, but people were very excited that you could have been First Lady. They liked First Lady Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, it definitely was strange when I endorsed him because then felt like I was promoting people to vote for him, but really for me. You know?
You're like, dude, I want to be First Lady? Yeah.
I could definitely feel my grandmother in heaven smiling at the idea.
No.
You know, my mom was a teenage mom, and then all of a sudden she's validated with her daughter becoming an actress and then doing all of this good community work, and then on top of that, potentially being First Lady after living in a squat in an abandoned building. Like,
it's a good story.
A crazy, amazing story, and just even the idea of it was really beautiful.
Would you ever run for office?
I've been called Senator Dawson, actually, weirdly, for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Because I co-founded a voting organization, which is 15 years old this year, Voto Latino.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So we've been doing voter registration and GOTV and census initiatives and even helped to co-found National Voter Registration Day, if any of you have heard of that, and PRD.
Absolutely.
You
must be busy right now, huh?
Yeah, it's a really big year, no matter what. So it's exciting, actually, because Cory and I are going to probably hit the road and start, pushing people to make sure they're registered and filling out their census forms and also voting, quote unquote, down ticket, because all of those seats are really critically important in this election.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
We know Cory. We've had him on the show a couple of times.
Yeah.
He seems like a pretty smooth guy. How does Cory Booker?
Really? No, I'm kidding.
Really?
He's like dad jokes and like he's not like. That's actually what I kind of loved about him. He's very nerdy, and we bond on being really nerdy.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get your number?
We both ended up getting invited to Sarah Silverman's annual rooftop party. I'm sure you've been invited or gone to, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's a lot of comedians.
It was a dinner. It was a dinner. It was not a date. It was a dinner. I was busy that night.
What's happening?
I was busy. I was over at Questlove's house. We were playing.
Anyway, it's one of those things that she always keeps inviting, even though I'm so often not in town.
Yeah.
And I remember when I got there, my friend Tal, awesome, shout out to Tal, female bassist, Sarah goes, Cory Booker just texted me, he's coming. And I was like, okay. And then he came in, and he's tall and brilliant and amazing, and we talked and kind of hovered around each other all night, and then we both stayed late at the party, so we kept talking, and everyone kept leaving, and then he finally is like, so how would one get in touch with you? And I was like,
how would one get in touch with you?
You're one of the most brilliant men I've ever spoken to. I'm sure you can figure out what that is. It's not smoke signals.
Yeah.
It's definitely not smoke signals.
And he figured it out.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.